Him who knows that I know what he seeks to know, knows it well, while he who knows not what I know, or know not.
Hey there, I'm Mr. McFacepunch. You can call me Chainsaw. Welcome to another episode of our Dragon's Dogma lore run. Okay, so last time was heavy talking episode. The video ended up being like 35 minutes or something. The recording was like over an hour and a half, but like just cutting out the walking in between places and all that stuff. It ended up chopping it to like a third. So in between sessions, I kind of knocked out some notice board quests because R-Smith, if you have one of these quests active, you won't be able to get his regular dialogue. He'll only have dialogue related to these. Uh, yeah, so I went ahead and cleared those. Oh, hey, there's Mason. Also, I realized I forgot to read Mason's bio. Hey, look at those guys. They're buddies. Anyway, I forgot to read Mason's bio, so at some point we'll do that. Since we got like almost all of the NPCs out of the way last episode, this episode is going to be focused on some side quests.
Still some shock, eh? With a dragon about, everyone is bracing for the long fight to come. Were I a bit younger in my years, I'd be out to make a trophy of a fang or two myself. But with you now arrived, it wouldn't do to go stealing your glory, would it?
Yeah, so R. Smith was like a mercenary back in the day. He's a tough, short little guy. While we're in the neighborhood, we might as well check out this notice board quest. So, this notice board in particular has the most juicy lore as far as like notice board quests go. Since I cleared out the last ones, might as well check it out. Epicurean Delights. Acquire 5 meals of kept sour ambrosial meat. Meat, like fruit in fine wine, must ripen afore it peaks in flavor. 'Tis best just afore it rots. Only a barbarian would lunge upon it fresh from the slaughter. True culinarians wait till the meat is set to spoil, then preserve it within an airtight flask. Okay, call me a barbarian. I like my meat fresh. Thanks mislaid. Acquire the Chamberlain's Affidavit, Regent Grant Sorin. People of Grancis, I throw myself upon your tender mercies. The Duke's Chamberlain entrusted to me a letter of thanks for Master Frescobaldi for his unstinting financial support. A letter which, to my eternal mortification, I have lost. Pray help me recover the document, and with it a shred of my dignity. Okay, so this is actually the second notice board quest that has you grabbing uh, the items related to Fornival's quest.
Patrons off post work notices in the alehouse.
What's good, Mason? Alright, so since we're going to be knocking out side quests,
Hello.
might as well start with Mason's, right? Mason is skilled in smooth, elegant conversation, a vital tool to get close to others without arousing any suspicion. To the casual observer, he appears to be an affable and cheerful man, with an excellent disposition. However, this is simply an act he puts on in order to complete his mission, and not a reflection of his own true nature. Behind this facade, he is incredibly cold, calculating, and chillingly inhuman. His standards for judging good and evil also differ from those of most of humanity. All that matters to Mason is completing the tasks given to him, and he will do whatever is required in order to achieve this. He does not hesitate nor feel guilt for committing acts such as thievery, intimidation, or murder, which may be frowned upon by the world in general. Yes, murder is frowned upon by the world in general. Thank you, Mason's Tale. So Mason's kind of a spooky guy.
Hail, friend. Been some time. Trust you've been well?
Been alright?
But come, if it was idle twittering you'd wanted, you'd have sought a prettier bird than this old crow.
Oh, don't sell yourself short, Mason.
Crows bring tidings, most oft grim. Me, I bring you work. Still grim, I'm afraid. Well?
Okay, so I don't remember this is one, but sometimes you get a little extra dialogue if you tell them that you don't want to do it. Saying not now to quests, I don't think it ever actually makes them go away. So if you want to just like play with it, I'm gonna do that now. We'll see what he says.
Oh, aye. Idle twittering it is then. Shall we speak next of the weather?
All right, idle twittering, let's go. The weather's very nice, thank you.
Had your fill of bird song then? I've aught to ask your helping, friend.
All right, fine, that's enough bird song.
Salvation again, naturally. Now there's word they've a man inside the castle. If that be true, he'll have need to leave the castle eventually to meet with the others. All I ask is that you keep watch. If you see someone leaving the castle, shadow them. I only have need of your eyes. Follow them and see what business has them out. I'll do the rest. Skulking about is more my line than yours, I know. But pray, lay your chivalry aside this once. I'd do it myself, but there's aught has me away from Grand Sorin for a time. Nothing for it, I fear. Tell your findings to the innkeep. We have an arrangement. Tread carefully, friend, and quietly, what's more.
Yeah, so he has an arrangement with R. So if you just kind of watch people's behavior, a lot of them, their behaviors are related to their interests in the world. That's something that Dragon's Dogma 2 really emphasized, but then they got rid of like all the actual personality of all the NPCs, so you don't care anyway. So ends up being a wash.
Playing the shadow is more simple than you might think. Keep watch over who comes and goes from the castle, and follow them what seems suspicious. Simple, aye? Those with aught to hide move about after nightfall. I would know. You'll learn the rest as you go, friend. Tell anything you learn to the innkeep.
How does it...
A knight of the Duke's court in league with salvation. We'd best follow.
Yeah,
Don't get too close.
just because he's
Nor
like
too far.
making deals with dudes in shadowy robes in the dark of night, that doesn't mean he's guilty, right?
That seemed quite curious to this pawn's eye. Let's pursue them.
Yeah, on second thought, maybe that is quite curious. Thanks, Pawn. This is like the easiest stealth mission ever. Now, Julian, why would that guy? He just opened this door, and then he was like, "Bye." What's up, Aslam? See you later. I was like, what are you doing, bud? You know, it's interesting. In my time watching what people have to say about Dragon's Dogma on X Twitter, ooh, little cutscene. When we get to
Keep your eyes
Pride
on our
Before a
prize.
Fall, right? That's when like all of this stuff starts coming to a head. Um, somebody got to that quest and they're like, I don't get it. Was this supposed to be a twist? And it's like, no, dude, just pay attention to the game. Like, what do you mean is this supposed to be a twist? We see the guy. He's right here. It's like from the very beginning, you know who's the Knights champion. It's not a secret. This isn't the only quest we'll do with this either. Like, how did you miss all of that? Ooh, shut up. Cutscene.
Just what is this scrap to you? Loose those lips and might be our repaying card. Oh.
Good work.
Anything else I might work on for you?
I bid you good day.
Let us tell the
What
innkeeper
business
what
could
we've
Madeline have with that knight? And in secret, what's more? We'd best bring word of this meeting to Mason. No, to the barkeep.
You know, I hear people complain about quest design in Dragon's Dogma, and I have to wonder what they mean. Because in terms of like how the quests all interact with each other, it's immaculate. It's so good. Like, are they just mad that you have to kill stuff and investigate stuff and collect stuff? But like, that's literally every RPG. For instance, this quest line right here is connecting Salvation to Madeline through Julian, right? Uh, that all ties into like almost all of the side quests. Like almost all of the side quests are connected, fleshing out this narrative. So later on, Madeline gets in trouble with the Grand Soren guards. Turns out she's selling salvation medallions. Like, Fornival gets caught up in it, I think. Like all the corruption in the duchy is related to the guards, and like all of it circles around
of our
this.
pipe.
I don't understand what people mean when they
We're like
say
to
the
have
quest
dealings with
design,
the armorer here
you know?
sometime.
Ah, it's you. Mason told me to expect you. If you've a message, I could relay it. Tonight then, is it? Fine then. I'll pass the word along.
Mission accomplished.
We've done our part. The rest falls to Mason and his accomplices.
Let's check those quest details. Chasing shadows. Salvation reportedly has a spy inside the castle at Grand Soren. Mason asks you root out the cultist. A suspicious figure has been spotted sneaking out of the castle late at night. Wait in the noble quarter and tail them. You located a suspicious character. Shadow him, taking pains not to be noticed. The suspect engaged in a clandestine meeting. Tell Mason's agent, R. Smith, the tavern master, of what you witnessed. You reported the suspect's activity. Quest reward received. Okay, here's Mason. Hey, let's see what he has to say.
My, this is a curious place to meet. What brings me here? A personal errand, friend. At times, a fellow can find aught of real worth hidden among the grime of the aqueduct.
Okay, he's supposed to be in the slums right now.
What say you? Care to join me in the mud?
Fornival's tied to the rebellion. The rebellion is tied to Madeline. The rebellion is also tied to like the corruption of the duchy and like all this stuff. All these quests web together really well. So it's annoying that people are like, well, the quest design sucks. It's, well, actually, probably you weren't paying attention to anything. It's the same reason people say the story's bad. They just didn't pay attention to it, and they just write it off.
Precious things gone lost or missing.
And it's not even like this game has the storytelling methods of like Dark Souls or Elden Ring or all that. Like all you do is talk to people. Talk to people, do side quests, pay attention, and then it's like you get most of it. But like again, how could you expect to learn of the world if you don't talk to people, you know? We'll go ahead and do Fornival's quest right now. I won't steal his ceramic jug. It's not even a good jug.
Ah, arisen, sir. I find myself in a situation most dire. I thought to sell some land I own to raise capital, but I must first evict those who live upon it. This typically requires a rather involved procedure, but times are dire, and I wish the current residents gone with all haste. They'll not hear this proposal from me, but from the arisen. They are like to weigh it carefully. You are my best and final hope in this matter. Can I rely upon your aid? Is it not the charge of arisen to assist all who seek aid? I am well and truly troubled, sir. Your refusal places me in great peril. Any rarities to sell? I'll pay
Dude, what
you
a rat.
handsomely.
Like, you can just like hear the disgusting deception on his tongue. He's just trying to manipulate you so bad. Like, but please, you're supposed to help people. Go evict these people for me. Like, dude, do it yourself.
Right then. Ah, arisen, sir. I am in desperate need of coin, and quickly. But securing the funds has proved troublesome. I beg you, aid my cause.
All right, fine.
I wagered you'd agree, and I never lose a wager. I find myself in dire need of coin, and quickly. I shall spare you the details. Suffice to say, the situation is bleak. I own a small parcel of land which could be sold for capital, but first I must evict those who live upon it. Such things, however, take time, and my situation demands action of a more immediate sort. In truth, my hope is for them to simply quit the land, and quietly besides. They'll not hear this proposal from me, but from the arisen, they're like to weigh it carefully. Please, convince the residents that leaving quickly is in the best interest of all. Any rarities to sell? I'll pay you handsomely. Right then.
So I wonder, what's this guy got going on? Mr. Rich Fancy Pants with the big house right next, the house closest to the Duke's castle, right? Like he's Mr. Noble Pants. What's got his purse pinched so? Maybe some illicit dealings, perchance?
What of the eviction dealings, sir? Any rarities to sell? Right then.
Alright. So, This presents an issue. Because later in the game... What's up, Pip? I don't got news for you. I don't got good news for you, buddy. So later in the game, close your ears, Pip, this is a spoiler. When Grand Soren falls away, if you pay for their land and let them stay, they all die. Except for Pip, who was out at the time. And he sits at the gaping hole that used to be Grand Soren, and he blames you. It's like heart-wrenching stuff. And it's like, I just didn't want to see them kicked out of their house. But so it actually gets this this interesting thing where doing the right thing has the bad ending, right? And it kind of gets you thinking, is like, well, was the Arisen right for helping them, or not? Like, is your deed truly good because the ends are bad, or is it like doing the good deed is good for itself regardless of how it ends up? It just gives you a little bit to think on, you know? What's up, Pip?
What? Who? Our landlord would drive us from our home? Forget it. I won't go. I don't care how wealthy he is. He can't simply toss us out. I'll never leave. Ever. Not in 1,000 years.
We'd best try to convince young Pip.
We'd like to find Pip in the craftsman's quarter.
So he didn't take that very well.
Pip must be somewhere nearby.
No. My mind is made up. Now stop chasing me. Just leave me be.
Young Pip is near the aqueducts, like as not.
I love the pawns telling on Pip. Like, they know exactly where he is.
Well met, sir. Very
We'll stop to talk to Sarah.
Sir, you have need Fornival would have us quit his land? Oh, fie, but this is sudden. Had he even a whit of the Maker's decency, he'd give fair warning afore such a request. I beg of you, sir, grant me a little time to consider what you say. I would strive to have an answer for you shortly.
Let's speak with Pip.
Forgive me, sir, but my mind is yet a-whirl with the matter. I need more time.
We must seize young Pip as one would a foe, ere he gives us the slip.
You don't give up, do you?
Sure don't, bud. Sorry.
And I was taught that Arisen were friends of the weak. Oh, what does it matter? Even I can, and any who cross Fornival find work hard to come by. And Father isn't like to stand against one so powerful. What choice do we have? Well, so be it. I dare say I won't miss that pigsty of a home besides. Now, if there's nothing else, pray leave me be.
Now we need only convince Sarah.
What good are Arisen if not to help small folks such as us?
He's mad.
Many's the person comes to drink.
What's up, Tomlin? Find your dad yet?
Are your travel preparations complete? Sarah's like to have gathered her thoughts by now.
You humans certainly do make a lot of expressions.
This way leads on.
You have the Maker's patience, sir, and I thank you for it. I've made up my mind. Though it twist my heart to breaking, we are in no place to defy Fornival's will. I am my husband's wife in all things. Pray, tell him I will follow whatever path he chooses.
Sarah and Pip have been persuaded. 'Tis time to see Jasper.
Alright, now we just gotta wait for Jasper to pop in. You know what? While we're waiting for Jasper, you can probably go ahead and take these. So if you're looking for some ambrosial meat, sometimes you can get them from the ox
Grand Soren,
outside of Grand Soren.
beating heart of all Granses.
Okay, Grand Soren, the beating heart of all Grances. Let's talk about it. So, I only realized this with the last episode.
I'll take that.
Grand Soren being Grancis's beating heart is not a coincidence. Like, that line is actually really cheeky, because when you beat the dragon,
What's that?
the Grand Soren falling away is a narrative escalation of the dragon stealing your heart. That took me, like, forever to realize, but, so, the dragon is an image of chaos, right? He steals your heart, leaving a gaping hole in your chest. The heart is the seat of will. Will is the source of order. Then, when the Everfall opens up, it opens up beyond the rift. The rift is not an image of chaos, it is literally chaos. And then it leaves a gaping hole in Grancis, where its beating heart is the capital, it's the source of will for the duchy. It is the source of order for the duchy. It's like, it's literally just a narrative escalation of the same thing that happened to you at the beginning of the game. It's so cool, so smart. And it literally I have thousands of hours in this game. Like, how did I not recognize that? I feel so dumb.
That's goblin I smell, master. Keep close watch around us.
I wonder what a goblin smells like. It can't be good. Like, well, I mean, maybe it could be, since they're just, like, plant creatures. But, like, what kind of tree would they smell like? What just teleported? That's crazy.
Space spurs the desire to run, aimless and free.
Danger knocks even the city streets. Lest we remained well equipped.
Goblin! Actions may well alter the path to completing a quest.
The Lee is vast. It would be easy to get lost. A long fallen way castle this. Still, there may yet be aught atop the wall.
They attack in quick succession. Have you equipped into it?
Who among you has seen the dragon? Yes, how may I aid you, sir? Aye, we pay tariff on Faunful's land. Oh, once us gone, does he? I wager it's not so simple a proposition as all that. I know Faunful's the law on his side, but I'm loath to simply up and go at his command. Beg pardon, sir. I'd not known my wife and child consented. Well then, if my family has no objections, yet one problem remains. Without funding, we've no way to secure new lodging, nor to live. Might you aid us, sir? I know it madness to ask such of the Arisen, yet I've nowhere else to turn. That it comes to this shames me beyond measure, but I pray you, show us mercy. As my family consents and expenses are covered, I've no cause to gainsay the decision. Fie on Faunful for this. Someday he'll face the Maker and be made to stand for a host of ills. He can purchase the land we trod, but I'll be hung and damned afore I give him favor. No doubt you were filled with fear. These have been the hard days, but your kindness kept the worst at bay. Are the rich truly so vain that the plight of common folk means naught to them? And
Let's
why?
hasten back to
Because
Fornival.
man...
What news, Arisen? They agreed to leave. Wonderful. Requesting your aid was indeed the proper course. Now, the land may be sold without delay. You have done me a great service this day. I pray that this is but the beginning of a long and prosperous partnership between you and I.
The life of a salesman surely has...
Sometimes it's just nice to return home, huh? That Cassardus theme makes it real easy.
Beg pardon, cousin. Have you seen Valmiro? I wager he's on another mad quest for flowers, or bugs, or whatever takes his fancy of late. It's a bother, but we can't very well leave him to wander off to his death. Would you help me find him? Ah, I see. Well, perhaps he'll wander back on his own ere long. And all in one piece, I pray. Forgive me, cousin. Valmiro's fate still weighs heavy on my mind. What if he... Please, let us search for him together. Many thanks, cousin. We should ask the other villagers afore all else. One of them must have some word of him.
Oh, before we do this one, I forgot to read the quest details for Land of Opportunity. Fornival seeks to evict tenants from a property he owns, that he might sell it for quick coin. He asks you intervene on his behalf. Speak with tenants Jasper, Sarah, and Pip, and convince them to leave Fornival's property. Inform Fornival that the residents have agreed to depart. You handled the negotiations and saved Fornival from a financial crisis. Quest reward received. Well, that crisis is gonna develop a little bit. Dude should stop doing sketchy stuff. Here.
See if we can't find a witness or two about the village. Valmiro's antics are hard to miss, and harder still to forget. I'm sure someone will recall him.
Perhaps one of the other villagers may know Valmiro's whereabouts.
What's up, guys? Seen Valmiro? No? Alright.
He's an outgoing sort. He'll like have friends among the villagers and peddlers, we might ask.
There we go. Barton, what you got for me?
Valmiro, eh? I've not seen him today, though not long past we spoke about creatures of the sea. Well, in truth, he spoke. I mostly made a show of listening. Perhaps you'll find the lad on the shore. Worth a visit, I'd warrant.
Valmiro? Saw him up a tree in pursuit of a bird or the like, but that was some time ago. Missing? Again? Micah's breath, the lad's head must be stuffed with seaweed. He did talk about exploring the lands further south last I saw him. I wager you'll find him there. By a forest or river, most like. Someplace with critters to get after. I only praise more than a corpse when you find him.
Valmiro, forgive me, sir. I've yet to meet all the people of this village. Though, one moment. I did see a young fisherman not unlike you describe, near the shore. Seemed a kind enough lad, if a bit unawares, as if his mind was elsewhere.
Alright, so we got two people saying he was near the shore.
Is Valmiro arisen?
Help.
Take care, Arisen. See
Someone help me. That was a bad idea. Please, herbs. I need herbs. Many thanks, cuz. Might I ask what brings you so far afield? You came in pursuit of me? Forgive me, cuz. I guess it's nothing new. What can I say? I seize upon some idea, or perhaps I should say the idea seizes me, and before I know it... Well, I suppose all is well enough now. I'll go back to the village with all speed. I shall endeavor to limit my future explorations to nearby the encampment.
I don't know. I've learned what to do in this quest. Will he be all right? The Duke could stand to commission some new roads. That there.
It's so dark.
Keep watch on your surroundings.
Not again. Please. Herbs. 2 of them. I am eternally in your debt, cuz. After my last trial, I thought to bring herbs of my own, but they were used all afore I took notice. Seems caution is first to go when inspiration strikes. Still, I count this journey a success, made more so by your fine company. Perhaps to the Witchwood next.
I feel more familiar with this quest now. He certainly has a talent for passing out. Next is the Witchwood, is it?
Well
No doubt
sturdy,
we'll find
this
him in dire
place.
straits as ever.
I remember that I needed to look up a guide for this quest the first time, because I didn't. I was one of the goobers that I complain about nowadays. I just did not pay attention to anything. Like, he literally tells you, "Oh, I'm going to be by the encampment. Oh, I'm going to be by the Witchwood." And it's like, I just didn't pay attention, so I ended up having to look up a guide.
Seems nice enough.
But now it's like,
I hope he won't pass out in too many digits.
I don't know.
Care to find
Just
out
pay
where this
attention,
man-
man. You know, if Valmiro almost died climbing a tree, this is a pretty dangerous place for him to be, you know?
I'll keep watch.
You're a spooky little puppy.
Yet again. Please, cuz. I need herbs. 3. A 1,000 apologies, cuz. Somehow, you always end up bearing my burden. I considered myself well equipped this time, truly. But my stores were heavy, the monster was quick of foot, and I lacked the everyday sense to avoid such a mess in the first place. In the future, I shall confine my explorations to the village proper. These wanderings of mine lead only to trouble. I'll straight away to home, and no delay. You have my word.
Marin will be happy to hear he's safe. I feel more familiar with this quest now. Even he cannot be so reckless as to further put himself in harm's way. Let's tell Marin.
I am pleased to see Valmiro about, and none the worse for wear, it would seem. He's a wandering spirit. I know it pains him to cause worry, but he can't manage otherwise. In any case, cousin, you have my thanks.
At times, such a heedless drive is a rare and precious thing.
Well, spare me in this sack. They say you've gone and become a rose. A rosen? A reason. Any case, you're the talk of the tavern, cousin. Way folks carry on, you walk on water and you shoot fire from your arse.
Got a little bit of posterior pyrotechnics going on. Yeah.
That dragon comes back. I am the first you should turn to for help. I'd pay him back double for what he done to us.
Thanks, Marin. Be the first one I call. I'm lying. He would die instantly. That's okay. He's a little chicken, but he's being brave for all of his friends in the village. If he loses hope, so will everyone else. Marin's such a cool guy.
I envy you, your travels, cousin. Guess this is a pearl, mistake me not. But I've no intent of ending my days here. The world holds too many mysteries. Too many new discoveries to make. One day, I'll set sail myself, and learn the way of the world. It sounds half a jest coming from me, but I speak it earnestly.
Are you certain we all...
Grunsoren, eh? Seems a fine spot to drop anchor and center your travels around. Though I'd think living under rule of the Duke and his men would chafe. I'm a freer sort than that. Apt to go where the wind takes me, so I don't suppose the capital is for me.
Wonderful insight, as usual. Alright, I think we'll call it there for this episode. All in all, very successful one. Got a few side quests out of the way. Did a little goofing around, but that's what you're supposed to do. Thanks for hanging out. See you in the next one. Till next we meet. One foot after the next. Come what may.